I'm proud to be back to the motherland, to give back, to receive, and to share knowledge and try to make people smile. This is, for me, what I've worked for since I was born. I always wanted to help and always to make people happy. So that's the main reason. And what better ways of doing it, being in the motherland with people with a lot of gratitude. And I feel privileged to be here.
Home is first. And I mentioned this before with several interviews. I grew up on the street. People help me, so I have to do the same to help others. Besides, my son is in now, he's tired, he's a special need. Because of him, I went into the healthcare and to help others.
Watching Wake Up Sierra Leone on AYV television. Now in another segment, the Lumley Government Hospital in partnership with GS Head and the Peninsula Hospital will be organizing a free surgical outreach from the 21st to the 30th of November at the new Peninsula State-of-the-Art Hospital Center in Freetown. However, a team of medical experts at home and abroad will come together to perform free operations for vulnerable Sierra Leoneans. Now in the studio to talk on this, we have Nurse Rebecca Kasprick and Dr. Nurse Alexandra Lubin. Dr. Nurse, welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Start by telling us about the initiative to perform surgical, outreach to vulnerable. What came about this idea?
Okay. I'm a Sierra Leonean who lives in Canada, and he was my former neighbor, Dr. Lubin, and of course he was my doctor as well. And I have a special needs son who got me into the medical health because I was a caterer. And when living before going to Canada over 20 years ago, it was other people who helped me. So I had to, looking back, coming home, I have to do what I can as well to help our people who can't afford certain health or chronic care.
Dr. Lubin, okay. What made you thought of this project? What made you decided to, collaborate with NOS to do this project?
Oh, well, first of all, thanks for having me here. And so we're planning to actually meet the need of the most prevalent cases that even though I'm trained to do almost everything. As a general surgeon specialized in laparoscopy and traumatology, there's not a lot that I can't do on a human being beside, opening the brain and stuff like that. Therefore, here we don't have a lot of we don't have access, first of all, to equipments. So we're gonna have to adapt. I'm gonna have to adapt and do the most prevalent pathologies, which is hernias, varicocele, emergency cases as well. As they would present, for instance, appendicitis and such, but of course I'm open in doing other cases, gynecology cases that my friend will be helping with, and the most common cases of surgical problems like the hernias, varicocele, and lumps and bumps. So
it's not going to be him or me alone. We have different people coming with different disease, different help, who needs different help, with different nurses working here as well. We're not taking up on our own, of course. We had to get help with those who are doing it here.
Sierra Leone has one of the highest surgical unmet need. Over the past year at Leone Government Hospital, we couldn't do free surgeries. We couldn't do surgeries actually. So we decided that, okay, well, since we can't do surgeries, we want to give back to the community. So we decided, okay, well, we'll do free surgeries at the end of the year. But then we contacted a very renowned surgeon in Canada by the name of Dr. Alexandra Lubin, and he consented to be part of this project. So we're looking at, so his scope is general surgery, but he's also a gastroenterologist, so he can do endoscopies. And for us in Sierra Leone, endoscopies is a rarity. There aren't many. I think there are 2 doctors that can perform endoscopies in Sierra Leone. So we need this level of expertise. So this project is a partnership between GSZ, Leone Government Hospital, Dr. Luben, and the Peninsula Hospital. So basically, we have prioritized the locals, people from this community, that's the Peninsula area, preferably Toke, and we've asked the locals, the chiefs, to come with patients, which we will screen. They don't have to pay a dime. We do free screening, free surgeries, free follow-up after surgeries.
Mina minimal fabanga. I live by Watalo. I suggest the monami and any monami. But the monami, the first I don't go do the operation. When I lose I go do the operation. Or the thing we went at 2 sides. We get on the right and we get on the left. So the chance will become what we get, the money we get for OP, Alosha, about the one side. So no be getting chance for pay for the other side, other part. They're done at the left side. So this one we don't left now, the left side. I think I don't be get chance again for go do the next operation. So I not be get money again. So over 6 years now. Let me get a chance for do the operation again. So I've been going down at Russia where I've been going to pay 2,500,000.
My name is Amakonta Kuma Olu Watalo. And it's done for quite a long time. The face I say I'm coming from school, so every school don't disturb me. I don't go once now spend for not hospital for people. I don't only since 2018. I go for check-up at the hospital. But like people tell me the money when they raise up for the operation, not financially strong for that. Make another plan to the time we see for that. And because I'm a neighbor, I'm a good neighbor. When I'm a Christian, I'm all in the area. Going back get linked to all the sister with the USA. We call them, we say free operation, the camp salon. Then back then the 15 of that don't miss the opportunity. I've got to know. They be say for car one hospital, I'm all the way to care, Matiri hospital. I will go there examine me, say for car all the way Lonely for can do the operation. This means to me a lot because of that. For me, at my happiest moment at the time, mean a lot to me. I expect to have more successful.
By the first patient's love starts.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. Oh, you don't know. Okay. My name is Fatima Fauna. I'm a nurse anesthetist from the USA. I do anesthesia. This is Sierra Leone. I'm a Sierra Leonean. No matter how long I live in the US, this is home. We have to fix what's wrong here. We cannot depend on outsiders, non-Sierra Leoneans to always come and help. We ourselves that have gone out and have the means and have the knowledge to come back and fix or help assist our colleagues here for our own people. So my message to my colleagues, please join us, those of us that are coming. The need is great here. Our people need the help. We're talented there. We're trained well. We have everything. The things that we throw away there, you can build a whole hospital with just what you build. Please come and let's come help our people.
My name is Victor. Now I'm here. I need more sickness with me for long. So I hear about this program. I did not forget. I need to start me. Indeed, I need to be saying about the penalty. So now that program post the face me can at this hospital. Yeah, I don't live with this and now for this past 3 years I've been on the money. The time when I've been doing this then I've been going Sayola. The one Sayola called Sayola. When we look test the CCS now, to Nanya, money actually are not being ready money. Sister will help me, he said, the way I feel like they feel me one more see the swell, feel me belly the act. It's so strong, but at times I felt me for place and I feel me very grown with something like that. I don't feel happy, but I feel say I will get more long life than really sick with me.
Name na Ibrahim Conte and Ania problem I get. Well, times the belly na in the arts no more. So we get something like well so na me but me no be no say na Ania. So one time na me sister will call me na Makini. So and then go to chest probably now then discover say Ania gets. Now they come back. That time the money no mean there for pay. Only then do operation. Until now they can show me the price. And they say na 3 million. I will not be able to afford that money. And we will be getting news. I'll be glad, but me hurry now for there I'll be part of the list. I'm gonna be me hurry until the day we they go do screening now and to get it now. They write the name, number, and the age. And then I get open now. See, if God grade, I will be part of this program. Well, my expectation for let God make give me safely.
Good day, sir. This is for TV. Again, I'm introducing myself. I'm Dr. Lubert. I'm a surgeon from Canada. Okay, I'm just going to examine you, sir. So what brought you here? Why did you come here? For operation, okay? For pain where? Where you having pain? Can you show me? Right there? Okay, that's good. Excellent. And how long it's been like that?
4 years.
4 years. You want to put your both head alongside your body? Fantastic. So I'm just going to quickly examine you, asking you a few questions. And again, we'll proceed with the surgery. Okay? Turn your head that way for me, please, sir. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath. That's good. Again. Again. That's good. I'm going to push again. Cough for me. Excellent. Again. Again. That's good. All right, sir. And you also have a lump, a big mass between your sheets. So today we're going to try to fix them. Okay. My name is Dr. Alexandre Dumais. I'm a general surgeon from Canada. Depending on the cases that we'll be seeing, we'll manage and we'll adapt. But for instance, today we have 5 or 6 cases that we're doing. And the first one, I think it's a 34-year-old male patient with a large umbilical hernia and bilateral inguinal hernia. So that's one case. The other one is an incisional hernia, very large gallbladder stone of approximately 2 centimeters, which is a clear indication of surgery, but it's a kind of surgery they don't perform here. So my plan is to get her ready, perform an ultrasound and labs in order to do the surgery for her next week. So that will be our first apparently here, because they don't do that kind of surgery here. And it's something that I've always wanted to do. Actually, my plan of life had been based on what I'm doing here. So everything I did was to be here today. So since I was young, I wanted to help people, and that's what I dedicated my life to. Of course, as a general surgeon, I've done my best while working full time, but my plan was to retire early and to be able to help share my knowledge and my time with my fellow people on the motherland. I am the best at what I do, and I'll be giving my best.
Yes, please, I'm sending all before and after service to be seen.
Has this any indication at all?
Oh, the one with the hernia. Yeah, we're sending them all of them out. All sending them out. That's the one with the hernia. So he's smiling. He told them like he can walk and.
So let me just see that.
Sure. They don't have to have it down for you. They don't have to.
How are you doing? Hi, I'm Dr. Clay, I'm a surgeon.
Yeah, wait, come back.
How old are you? So this one is bothering you. So we're gonna try to fix this for you, okay? No. So you can show me this here. So we're gonna fix that. So let me just make sure that we have everything ready and we'll go ahead, okay? You have any questions? No? So let me see the
I'm Rebecca Kasprick, formerly known as Rebecca Campbell. I'm a licensed practical nurse in Canada. I facilitate the doctor who is doing it. I was here last year with him. His name is Dr. Luben. He was my neighbor and he's my colleague, of course. He wanted to go to Ghana. I told him Ghana, yes, it's nice, Africa, but we need the help more here in Sierra Leone. Being a Sierra Leonean, I know what it means when you have some medical problems. Besides, there is no place like home. I want to help as much people as I can, directly or indirectly. So I told him we need the help here and he can help. He vowed to help me, and this is where we are today, to help people because I lived it as well. I was living out in the streets. People that are not related to help me. So I'm doing the same. There is more happiness in giving than in receiving. That's the only way I can show appreciation to humanity. But there was one surgery, which is one of the patients, that's his favorite, an 85 years old man, a hernia, but because he stayed so long, could not afford it. He's been waiting since 1984. So his bowels were all ruptured and he has to fix all those before he did the hernia. So an operation that should take an hour ended up being 5 hours because of what he saw. With the meeting we had even before we came, our goal was to do 100 to 150 surgeries. Everything changed, and because of facility and that question, we can go to Dr. Williams, Nat Williams, who is responsible for all of this.
I was the first patient to operate in this hospital. So now I don't feel better now, thank God. Because do I be the field today? Very difficult for me for more I come under the surgery now. I don't think I cope now. So now they feel healthy now. Because I no big money. All along they say the money on me. So money no be there. So why I get this information, myself make effort I can. So they can cure me. So I'm really blessed towards the one that we do this favor for. We let God continue for reveal them more, bless them, but multiply them more.
My name is Samuel. I'll go this operation. I feel free. I feel happy. As for me, I become the happiest man for now because of the way I feel to now will not be the same again. I do my operation November 25. I do operation 25 and they discharge me in December 27. I know you know ask me for nothing. I for not pay nothing. Ask me for nothing. I not pay no money. My message to them is the operation. Me just is some good news to them, a much blessing to them. No God make. Let God provide for them more. Let God be the more strength and more to call for do more for me to complete the meet up this next year.
My name Aliu Kamara and this operation free. So the prayer come, they watch me, watch me, do the scan. After the operation back, give me medicine there. When they watch me condition, pay off, and they say I need 3 days now to play. But right now, I tell God thank you because the ball way I be get ready, I not be able to walk a go far. We pray to God, let God bless them more and more, let God help them, let God give them more energy, more strength, more power, more sense. This put the every way, we not pay nothing. We see difficult for me, we will not get money for we pay, and they don't can do it for free. So thank you, let God bless them.
I'm inside to see. Anyway, I feel better now because I'm in the field today and I feel so again. So I feel better now. Don't take more than 3 years to 4-5 years. I mean, don't depend me. More than 3 to 4-5 years, I don't depend me. So with this free donation come for we. We don't say that we do it for free, we don't cancel that they can do it for me. I'm not pay a cent, I'm not pay 50 million. Then we not give money for nothing. So all the things they do to you are free. I tell God thank you for. I tell God thank you. I tell people plenty thank you. Because the doctor says my just patients might recover a little bit. So I'll be able to get me well body, fine. From there, I can able to go home.
My name is Marianne Sissé, my name is Usman Sissé. Je suis comme ça, j'ai besoin de tout ça. Je n'aime pas les caméras. In preparation. In the cry. They got the pampas they come on, with the sin back with the kids, they come out to say, we don't like a tell hospital. For me, we're able to solve this problem. I even go to emergency, there's more come to the one where it's a circumciser. Say, they're not going to put under, but still the person is a circumciser, then you come for. We go to other hospital back now, the same issue back, other hospital, the same talk back the detail. So look, the man knows someone can talk to me. Say, well, we don't get a new doctor now. Pray God don't send for you now, where they can do this issue for this PK. So now say, can I fix date for you? Now we can Friday. Who can I cancel it? They can do the operation. But I tell you thank you for now. Me, I tell you one day what they can do. I tell you thank you. May God guide and protect them for me. They do it for me free. So I'm glad may God guide and protect them for me. May God give them every long life.
officially present to the Dr. Alexander Luben 2022 Free Surgical Outreach Mission to the Republic of Sierra Leone. I want to welcome you to this gathering, and I'm sure by the time we are leaving this place, we will be filled with information regarding Dr. Luben's visit, second visit to our beloved country. I must recognize the presence of the Minister of Social Welfare. Hello. I think you guys need to make some noise so we know that we're there. Because all of these achievements would not have been without your input. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you, Dr. Nathaniel Williams, the surgeons for the surgeries that were done this 2022. And after that, we'll hear statements from the Minister of Social Welfare. More about sponsors will be talked about in the report, but we have Aberdeen Women Center as sponsors, the Dr. Luben 2022 Free Mission in Sierra Leone. We have MSF Belgium, the Family Kingdom, Orange Sierra Leone, and Hanji Event, an individual. So listen to the report of this mission.
And reports of the outreach, free surgical outreach. I am Dr. Nathaniel Williams.
And I'm Dr. Alexander Luben.
The Peninsula Hospital was chosen because a colleague of mine wanted us to use that facility. So we did. On day one, we had over 75 patients. So when I went to the hospital, I met only a few patients. And I joked with the team. I told them, okay, I don't think people know that we're going to do free surgeries. So maybe, guys, we might just spend an hour, two tops. And it's going to be a short day. An hour later, 55 people waiting in line to be screened. So I don't know where they came from, but immediately the team got to Peninsula Hospital, we were overwhelmed in minutes. So it just shows that we definitely need projects like these. Second, we're going to do surgical procedures for beneficiaries and also medical and surgical training for doctors, and the target audience was 50. But like I said, there were so many people that applied. In fact, even if we want to postpone this for another year, some of the cases we had were really, really bad. So I'm happy that we were able to achieve. So I would like to say big thank you to GSL, big thank you to the Ministry of Social Welfare. I know the Minister is here. Please let's give her a round of applause.
In terms of equipment and material, it's the state of the art that I have available. So coming here, I had to adapt. And to be honest with you, we adapted quite well. And I don't know how this man got everything done over 24 hours, to be honest. When that facility was cancelled and we went to Leone Hospital, the first visit, the operating room was not even, there was no bed, no surgical bed. So they were in the middle of, fixing the bed and getting things done. And for the amount of procedure that we've done, I don't know how this guy has done it, but he's phenomenal. And of course, he couldn't have done it without a formidable team of people from Leone Hospital. I sincerely thank you guys. Including bowel. One of them actually we had to do an appendectomy, we call that appendectomy en passant, which was presenting hernia. So those cases there were no easy cases that we did in terms of hernia. And on top of it, I am not used to do open hernia. I do all of my hernias laparoscopically. So I had to go back in my training days, having to do this other technique without meshes, which was phenomenal. So, yeah. Thyroidectomies, that was also another challenge. Very difficult to work with our ligature, which is a sealant for blood vessel dissectors. We didn't have self-retaining retractors. We didn't have sutures. We had to adapt. But again, those guys in the operating room did a phenomenal job. Raymond, Stephen, Magdalene, Adama, everyone. And we did a phenomenal job, and we were successful in completing all the surgical, all the thyroidectomies, surgically talking. So, and those cases are cases that we did in teaching hospital, even in Canada and the United States. Shout out to Leone Hospital for having done that. We did 2 laparotomies, again, huge challenge.
See, we had a long list of challenges, but I don't know how we managed to summarize 4 only. But yeah, challenges make us stronger. That is one thing I want us to take away from this whole exercise. You could be faced with a huge number of challenges, but it's how you respond to it that separates you from the rest. And yeah, first thing we had was go ahead big by the facility change. I remember coming from that day, and I tried to be calm about it, but it wasn't easy. Trust me. Imagine 11th hour you're told, wait a minute, you can't do this hospital anymore. And I summoned an emergency meeting at Leone, to say, guys, I know we haven't done surgeries for a year, we've just transferred, but we need to make this work. And I remember going to the Delegation Center. She said she was very, very instrumental in that matter. And I practically begged them at the Delegation Center. I was like, Becky, I really need your help. We need to make this work. And she was like, okay, Dr. Williams, who will help you? What do you need? And I just made a very long list. And had it not been for them, there's no way we could have started at all. Even the emergency, the theater bed came from them. We got an ambulance, by the way, from our Leone Center. Just so I must say big thank you to them. So
whenever there was a bleeding, the light would go off, and I was like, so somebody was trying to sabotage my surgery, but yeah. That was a big challenge at KCD, but we managed again.
And lastly, patient transportation. So most of the patients we screen at took care. You can't imagine when people were coming to Leone Hospital, they would tell you, Doc, I can't go home. So there's what we did, we had a list done and we would call in advance to say, okay, please come tomorrow for your surgery. There are some people who we couldn't get to. Some people couldn't be reached because their phones were off. And they would just come at random. And they would say, Dr. Williams, if you don't do me surgery today, I had this people. And we would have to, members of the team would have to pay their transportation. So it's not easy. And yeah, I keep saying it, but I am very proud of the team at Leone and every one of you in this hall that made this project a success. And yes, I would also like to thank Dr. Awatalo, who was also helping to ensure that we do the patients were seen, even after we done the surgeries, that we could see the patients were seen, follow up, do follow-up plans, and also help with discharge. So I would like to thank you, Dr. Awatalo. that we discovered that has all the equipment to do laparoscopic surgeries. But you know what the problem is? They don't have somebody capable to do it. But it's sitting there and nobody knew about it until they discovered that they have everything. Except just one component. Minor. But they have everything. So I was shocked. And also endoscopy. There's another hospital that has very brand new equipment for endoscopy. It's sitting in Lungi for surgical expertise provided. And yeah, I hope a lot more Sierra Leoneans will not have to go elsewhere for surgeries, but they will say at least Dr. Ruben and soon Dr. Williams. Very soon. Because he's a fast learner. Yes. So yeah, I mean, he already has the background. And I am part of my student, so he's gonna learn fast, trust me. So thank you.
The certificate of appreciation, and I'm going to read this to you all. The Ministry of Health and Sanitation, in collaboration with the Ministry of Social Welfare, heartily appreciates Dr. Alexandra Ruby for his immense contributions to the health and welfare sectors in the Republic of Sierra Leone. Thank you so much. On behalf of His Excellency again and the people of Sierra Leone, I present to you this. And I hope our sisters or brothers and sisters outside Sierra Leone will copy what our sister Rebecca is doing. Because our vulnerable children need, like she said, the tiniest of things are appreciated here. And she brings us very beautiful gifts for our children. Thank you, Rebecca. And her certificate also reads, the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, in collaboration with the Ministry of Social Welfare, heartily appreciates Nurse Rebecca Kasprick for the immense contributions to the health and welfare sectors in the Republic of Sierra Leone. Rebecca, on behalf of His Excellency and the people of this country, and my personal self, presents the certificate as our sign of appreciation. I want to say very much, or even bring it to us. Thank you.
I was busy designing, so like this second time meeting.
My experience here was more than I expected. Actually, it's with a heart full of joy that I am ending my time here in Sierra Leone. I was not expecting to do so many cases in so much difficult situation, but everything was so successful. So it was a great experience for me, and I'm looking forward for next year. Thank you.